Hi, I'm Kate. I'm here in Bristol and I'm going to speak to you today about how to set up your very own clothes swapping page on Facebook. So clothes swapping is a really good way of just sharing resources in your area basically. So you're swapping clothes, but what it helps to do is just to make contact with different parts of the community that you maybe usually speak to, which is really nice thing to kind of create conversation. The first thing that you want to do to set up your page is to go onto Facebook, and on the top right corner there's a drop down menu, and if you just go to create group, if you click on that, you can come up with a nice name for it, which maybe has something to do with your area where you're going to host it, but make sure it is really clear what it is, so it's clothes swapping. And then you can start inviting people. So I think friends of friends, and other groups within your area is a really good way of kind of increasing your reach. And if you then advertise it on Facebook Marketplace, that's just a really good way of increasing your reach because people can search by postcode on there as well. So you can do free posts on there. So once you've set that up and you've got some members, you just want to make sure that you go into your settings. If you go to manage group, you can just make sure that you've got your pending posts so that people can't post without you approving it first, and it just cuts down on irrelevant and unnecessary posts on there. So you want to keep it really light and fun and for everybody to be able to use it for exactly what it's for. So the next thing to look at, I think, is just to actually how are you going to photograph it. You know, you've got your page ready, and we've got a garment here, and I'll just give you a quick rundown of this lovely dress. What I would do is I would always photograph at least 3 pictures of it. So I would do a front view, a back view, and then a bit of detail. So on here, it'd be really nice to photograph this embellishment. But even if it's just a close-up of the actual fabric, that's really useful for somebody to be able to see. Another point just to make is damage. So you might be able to see here that there's some sequins missing. Now somebody might be quite happy just to sew a few more on, or if it's kind of, they can sort of tidy it up and make it secure, it may make no difference to them, but I think it's really important to flag it up so that it increases a kind of sense of honesty, and people will really begin to trust the group if everybody's being clear about whether there's any damage or not. So I'm going to pop him down there. And the final thing I think to say about your group is that just encourage people to be posting about things that they want as well as things that they have to give away. Rather than having to go into town on a Saturday afternoon, actually you can just be swapping things between you and somebody might have the perfect thing. So I hope that's helpful, and best of luck setting up your clothes swapping page.